Who are we? Pranksters! Where are we? The Coliseum! What do we do? Execute! Are you not entertained? The Coliseum! Is this not why you're here? Execute!
What's going on, Cranksters? We are back. We're back for another Scalp and Chill, and we're about to go over the importance of the 50-week SMA, guys. This simple week moving average here is such a big pivotal point for Bitcoin. Its price action, what's happened in history. We're going to be going over a lot of different scenarios, guys. It's going to be an absolute banger. Just before we do that, yesterday we did have our short open, right? We locked in almost $25,000 worth of profits. I told you guys we're going to keep a good tight stop loss in the event that we do come up to that 81,100. And if we do like 80,240 or whatever it was, I'm sorry, but coming up to that 50-week SMA is so pivotal, guys. And I just got to tell you, in the Coliseum, we don't care if the levels break. We don't care if the levels hold. We don't care. All we're going to do is that we are going to trade these levels. We are looking for our initial reaction. We get to, oops, hold on. We got to switch mics here. Hold on. What do you mean by switch mic? Hold on. Let's see here. No, I got my good mic on, man. I got the good mic on. I got the cam link. Let's see here. Crypto line, is it jacked up or what? Is it still good, or is it just crypto line? Give me some feedback before we go, guys, because this is going to be a banger. It's good, Mama Slappy. All right, I need to make sure that it's good because this is going to be a banger of a video here, guys. We're gonna be going over some really great stuff. Sound is good, very loud, but good. Okay, cool. All right, you guys can adjust it. Here, I can adjust it here, and let's see here. Let's go to my mic volume. If it's just a little too loud, we can make adjustments, guys. Let's make sure that it's a banger. Let's fix this. So let's go here. Let's go audio, mic volume, testing. I dropped it down just a tad. Testing, is that good? Is it good? Is that much better? I turned it down just a little bit just to see. I got it right around a 65. It was right around a 71. You guys start typing it up. Is it good? Okay. All right. We're just going to continue, guys. Test. All right. Yep. So absolutely, guys. Let's just jump right into the trades. Because yesterday we were short, okay? We were short, and we did end up closing out those trades. Look, guys, we ended up closing out those trades there. We could see we closed out the $26,000. We had the short from the 79,600, right? We got our initial reaction. I ended up closing out another $6,000 just to make sure that we locked in 26K. And then I told you guys that, you know what we're going to do is we're only going to be willing, we put a stop loss, right? We put a stop loss right above these trades because, again, if this thing is going to rip, right? I mean, we caught it from the initial top here, 79. You guys can see 79,600, 79,700 right up in here. We had these shorts. We came down. We locked in our profit. We said, you know what? Let the trade ride if this is the top. We are using some of the best, and I mean the best, risk management here. We are making sure that we lock in profits along our trades. We're managing our trades properly. Okay, well, look at what ended up happening. Not only did I get stopped out, right? We had our stops directly above at 79 or 80,014, 80,014, right? Right here at just literally right above this top. We went ahead and we sell that out. But look, I specifically told you guys that if we come on up to the 50-week moving average, right? If we come up to the 50-week moving average, that I am going to be taking this short again. Well, we came directly up to the 50-week. I've already locked in $9,000. We absolutely still have another $12,000 riding, guys. We have almost this morning at our lows down in here. All right, and we can go over here to let's go over here to X, and I can show you guys from this morning. And when I took this trade initially, I said right here, guys, it's very simple, and we broke this down. We're walking you through the price action real time. We're live day trading this price action real time, all right? Here's the thing. We not only came up directly up to the 50-week, right above us, we also have a macro golden pocket here, guys. I mean, this is like Mount Rushmore, man. This is not Mount Rushmore, but Mount whatever. One of those big mountains, you know? There's a big fucking mountain of resistance right up on top of this level. And so the thing is that we're not trying to predict. All we're trying to do is react. We do not predict. We react to our levels. And when price comes to us, we react. And in this instance, it is shorting territory. It's totally shorting territory. We took the position, you guys could see, before I realized any of the profits. We were up $30,000. We're still sitting in 20,000, right? We're still sitting in a really good profit. It was $1 million position. We had over 150K. I'm using lower leverage. Instead of using 10, I'm using 7.5. We're managing these trades properly. We're managing these trades like a professional. All right, with no narratives, no bias to anything. All we're doing is we react to the levels. We wait for the price action to come to us. We react, we take the trades, and we manage accordingly. Point blank. So now that we go back over here to the actual exchange again, we could see, you know, we're looking really good. We're looking really good. Price action has been rejecting from the 50 SMA. Let's see if we actually caught it. I'm not going to add to this trade unless we come back up to it, and I'll add back in the other $500,000, or we'll put some juice into it, man. We got a lot of cushion here. We got a few $100,000 if we need to continuously catch this thing. So, but if we did end up catching this top, we're going to be going over in this video how important the 50-week SMA is. It is so important, especially when we're coming close to the end of these bear markets. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over to TradingView, and we're going to break this down. We are absolutely going to break this down. So first we're going to do is we're going to look at USDT dominance, right? And we're going to go to a daily on USDT dominance, and we could see that we are absolutely still holding this macro level. We've given all of the levels throughout this week. All of those levels still stand for my previous post, right? If we break down below this, our next macro level is going to be here, right around 6.25 or 6.2, and then right below here is going to be a really big level, and that's going to be 5.7. All right, 5.7. So what you want to see is, if you are short like me, or if you're short from yesterday's video, you would want to see the levels that were broken down on USDT dominance we need to start climbing back up towards these macro levels. Okay. So if you're short, what you would want to see, and pay attention, pay very close attention to USDT dominance, okay? If you're short, you would want a very strong bounce on USD Tether, right? USDT Tether, Diddy, we call it the Diddy Bitty Tango. You would want to see a very strong bounce from this 7%, 6.9, 7%, right back up to about 7.75, 7.8, 7.78, all right? If we do end up getting a strong bounce from here, I'm telling you guys, Bitcoin is going to, let's go and look at Bitcoin real quick. Let's go to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is absolutely, if we go to the daily here, Bitcoin is going to dump, okay? Bitcoin is absolutely going to dump. So again, if you are short, what you're looking for is, we have a couple of different levels. We have this support here that we were trying to hold at 75. Liquidity heat map is showing the first level is going to be $75,000, and we're going to take a look at the heat map as well. But realistically, if USDT dominance does end up getting this big pop-up here, I do not think that this level is going to hold. I think we're going to be looking more towards 70 to 72,000. Okay, 70 to $72,000. All right. Now, if USDT dominance gets a really big pump, and I mean all the way back up here to this macro trend line of 8.15, Bitcoin is coming in to retest $67,000, which would be great because when we looked at this and we can say, you know what, this has been an amazing move for Bitcoin, just a very, very, very strong move for Bitcoin, okay? It's been a great, strong move for Bitcoin. But we have not backtested any of these levels all the way up. We had almost 45 days here. We could see well over 77 days. So almost, what is that? A very long time of just sideways action, 77 days of just sideways action, putting in lower highs, macro compression. We finally get the big breakout. We need to find out. It's not so much, is Bitcoin going higher? I want to see where we find support. Do we find support at 73, 72? Do we find support down here at 67 for a breakout retest? This is what we're looking for, okay? So again, if you are short, make sure to have these macro levels here on USDT dominance and follow the roadmap. Now to the flip side, if you would like to see if you're still inside of your longs from $67,000, $72,000, $74,000, if you're still sitting inside of your longs, what you would want to see is USDT dominance break down towards your next level at 6.2. If this happens and we do end up capitulating one more time here on USDT dominance, our next macro level is going to be right around here. And actually, it could be a tad bit higher, to be honest with you. It could be like right here, right around this. This would probably make more sense if we're going to squeeze higher, flipping some of this into support, right? All of this back here. Yeah, right here at the neckline, right here. So this is this would be it right here, as a matter of fact. So 7.5 or 6.52 to 6.5. You would want to see the next leg down, right? You would want to see the next leg down. And if that was to happen, then we can then look at Bitcoin and say, you know what? We're probably going to try to flip the 50-week into support, and we're probably going to squeeze, all right, into this macro golden pocket here, which is right around 82.5 up to $84,000. This would be your next leg up, right? You would actually end up taking out May's highs, right? You would end up taking out May's highs. We have our 50-week. If we go up to the weekly chart here, we could see our 50-week is sitting right here. We try to fake everybody out thinking that we're going to go through it. Next big resistance is going to be here on this macro golden pocket. Now, how do we get there if you don't know how to use these tools? Let's walk through, because again, this is a banger, guys. This is huge, because we're gonna show you how within the dailies and the weekly charts, and then we're gonna go over a little bit of the 50-week SMA history. All right. If you don't know how to do it, you can go right over here to your trading view, put in BTC. What you're going to do is you go right over to your indicators, you click on it, just put in SMA, and it's very simple. Simple moving average. Go ahead and add that to your favorites. Once you add that, it is going to just start off on it's going to have a 9 on it. Click on your weekly time frame, double click on your SMA, put in the length of 50. All right? So you want your 50-week simple moving average. Okay, very easy. And you guys could see Bitcoin came absolutely directly up to it. This is why, again, I don't know if it's going to take out the 50-week. I have no fucking clue. All I know, right? All I know is that it's a valid trade. And I'm going to explain why it's a valid trade, because we have 2 previous cycles of history to understand what kind of reaction we're going to be getting when we get into this price target, right? And so again, when we look at this, you could absolutely see we came directly up to the 50-week and got our reaction. We go directly over to our trade. Trade is valid. We went ahead and we managed accordingly. We get in with a large position. Once we start getting our reaction, we get the waterfall. Obviously, we were trying to flip some of this into support. I said, you know what? It's probably time to take about half off the table. I'm not going to round trip 30 G's, right? We're still sitting at about $22,000 worth of profit. I'm going to manage my trade accordingly. I'm going to keep stop losses directly above, just in case we do keep going. But again, guys, valid trade. All you're looking for is a valid trade. You don't overthink this shit. You don't overthink it. You don't start saying, oh, well, what if it breaks through? It's so bullish. People are telling me it's going to $82,000 to $85,000, maybe up to $88,000. Oh, guys, This is why you just stick to the TA if you're going to trade. The trade is valid at a 50-week SMA. And I'm going to explain why based from historic price action. For me, it was easy to take a $1 million short all day long. Yesterday, we did the $3 million short on our first initial break of the previous high. It was very simple. USD, it was easy to take. You just take the trades, have great risk management. We know, and your job as a trader, okay, is to understand two things. One, there is going to be an outcome. There is going to be an outcome. You do not know. And two, you don't know if that outcome is going to be a stop loss or a profitable trade. That's the only two things that you need to understand on how this works. Again, one, there's going to be an outcome. Two, you don't know if it's going to be a stop loss, which is our risk protection, right? Or if you're going to have a profitable trade. There's no such thing as a bad trade. There's no such thing, guys, not in our world, especially if we're sticking to our strategy, we're sticking to our structures, we're keeping the education that we teach inside of the Coliseum. On top of that, you are executing with discipline. You guys maintain discipline. You just take the trades, great stop losses, break a structure. If it's a great trade, it's not up to you to decide what that outcome is going to be. You just take the trades. Very, very simple. You guys can see we're continuing down. It's a valid trade. We walked through this yesterday. Okay. Same thing. We've also locked in almost $6,000 on the other account on the XRP shorts. Just absolutely printing. XRP's just been an absolute banger to trade. But let's get back over here. So again, if we do end up squeezing and getting our stop loss, right, that outcome that we just don't know what could happen. Right now, we've already locked in $10,000. We're sitting good. We're managing our trade correctly. If we get stopped out, we have our levels above us, right? We have two major levels. One, we try to break out of the 50-week. Two, we come up to our macro golden pocket. And three, if they really want to squeeze, we come up to the 786, which is right around 89.5. We take it level by level. We don't know what's going to happen here. We don't know what's going to happen here. Now, the reason we say we just take the trades on the 50-week, this is huge, guys. This is a banger right here because you guys got to understand how the importance of a 50-week SMA inside of a bear market and a bull market. Let's go to something that I built for you guys here. Let's go to BTC USD. We'll go out to an old school chart. I like using Bitstamp. Okay. Let's go all the way out here. And we could see, let's see, was this on Coinbase? Did I build it on Coinbase or Bitstamp? It's on Bitstamp. So, darn it, it didn't save. Did it? Hold on. Let's go to this one. It's going to be on this one, on the top chart. So let's go BTC USD. Here we go. This is the beauty. This is the sauce right here. Let's go out to the 50-week. Let's go out to the weekly chart. Look at the importance of a 50-week in a bear cycle. Okay, we are going to walk you through history on why the trade is valid. Well, if we were to go here, right, and we were to go all the way down here to, let's just say, so we're looking at July, August, right, of 2018. Everybody thought that the bear market cycle, right, we were $5,900. $5,900 was the bottom, right? We came down, we went all the way up to 19.8, we came down to 5,900. Oh, the bottom's in, the bottom's totally in. Well, what ended up happening? We could see that we got the pump from what everyone called the bottom up to the 50-week. It was a 43% pump, right? Look at this. It was a 43% pump from what they thought was the bottom, right? Very simple, guys, very simple. Go, boom. Bear market rally. Came directly up to the 50-week, and what happened? Clear rejection. Clear rejection, all right? Well, history does not need to repeat itself, but it does sometimes have a rhyme and a rhythm. And that's all I need is a rhyme and a rhythm. That's all you cranksters need in the Coliseum is a rhyme and a rhythm, right? All we're looking for is a reaction. We don't know what's going to happen. We just know that we are going to have we want our reaction from these zones so that way we can trade it. We get our initial reaction, we make money. We get the reaction to the opposite side, we get stopped out. It's not our job to know what the outcome is going to be. We just know that there is going to be an outcome, so we just manage accordingly, right? So again, we come up here in 2018, we come up to the 50-week, clear rejection, and on top of the rejection, we get a 63% pullback coming down into our true bear market cycle bottom of $3,100 after the 51 week. Okay? That's 2018 cycle. Again, history does not need to repeat itself, but it does have a rhyme and a rhythm. We come back over here, 21 and 22. Bitcoin comes up to its new all-time high. Exciting news. Big breaking news. Bitcoin's hitting $64,000 from $3,000 bottoms. Oh my gosh. Oh, the bottom is in 30K. We're only going to be getting a 55% pullback. We're not going to get 63% pullbacks anymore. We're not getting 63 was just that move. We're no longer getting 84% pullbacks. We're only getting 50% pullbacks. Oh my Lord Jesus, the cycle's changed. Oh brother. Ooh. Look, the bottom is in, right? The bottom is absolutely in. 30K is it. Well, within the next, you guys can see here from what they said was the bottom, 126 days later, Bitcoin rips all the way back up and puts in a new all-time high at $68,000, $69,000, right? We start coming back down again. We come back down to what everybody called was the bottom, right? 30K. Oh, look, it's actually putting in a higher low. Bitcoin's putting in a higher low. The bottom is no longer $30,000. The bottom is now $33,000. It's looking good. All right. Well, look what happened. We just saw in history that from here to here, we did a 43% pump of what everybody called the bear market bottom. We come here, we go here, and we say, look, whoa, what's going on here? I mean, just this pump alone on what they said was the bottom, another 30% pump coming directly up into the 50-week. That 50-week. Look, history does not, I keep saying and I keep repeating it. All right? I have to keep repeating it. History does not need to repeat itself, but it can have a rhyme and a rhythm. And if it's got a dance in the ditty bitty tango and the Coliseum can get a reaction from these levels, it's tradable, right? I'm proving to you guys that the trade is valid. It's a valid trade for our reaction for what we're looking for, all right? So again, we go back in. Look, oh my Lord. Well. We not only have our 30% pump, as a matter of fact, from what everybody thought was the bottom, it was actually a 45% pump. Now we saw a 43% pump, a 45% pump. Well, look what ended up happening when we came up to the 50-week again. Whoa. We went ahead and we had a 67% pullback, then putting in our bear market cycle bottom. Our cycle bottom the moment we hit the 50-week, right? This is two instances that I say during bear cycle years, right? We come up to the 50 SMA. I've already showed you guys how to pull it up on your chart. You go up to your weekly, you pull up your SMAs, right? Put in the 50. We then start looking at history and we start seeing the reactions. Oh, wow, that happened. And look, this looks like a good trade. We get our reaction. Well, then let's look at that's 2 cycles away. Let's go to just previous cycle. Oh, look, doesn't have to repeat itself, but it does have a rhyme and a rhythm. We come up to the 50 and we get our reaction. And on top of that, we get the follow through. Well, here's the thing, guys. I don't know what's going to happen. The Coliseum does not care. We don't give a fuck if the 50-week holds and we get the break of structure. We understand that the reaction is happening and we have a beautiful trade that we gave out yesterday. And again, I'm not a call group. I tell you guys that. I teach you guys how I trade, where I trade, why I trade, the structures, the discipline and the psychology behind these trades. Okay? So again, if we look now, look at what's happening. We are coming up to the 50-week on the dot. We're coming up to the 50-week on the dot. All right? Trade, boom, came directly up to it. Short was valid. You absolutely take the short. We're up $20,000 right now. Earlier, we were up almost 30 grand. All right, this was the $1 million trade. We have about 500K still inside of the trade. You guys can see this is on X when I posted it early this morning. I said stop loss on the original short. We locked it in. We locked in $36,000 as a whole yesterday between all trades. Told you guys that if we do end up coming up to the 50 week, I'm going to be getting stopped out, right? But we still finished the day with $36,000 worth of profits. This morning, right? Or last night, when we took out the previous high, right? Got stopped out. We come up to the 50 week, to the T. What do? We do not second guess it. We take the trade with great risk management, and this is what we got. New $1 million short opened up at the 50 week, exactly what we mapped out in the live stream yesterday. Now look at the resistances. Very simple, guys. We come directly up to the trades, boom. You take the trades, we get our reaction, and that's all we're looking for, all right? So now, trade's still looking good. Did we catch it? I don't know. Let's go back to the Bitcoin history of the 50 week. Let's go back here. We could see. Now, here's the thing. I put it from this high because we got close to the 50 week here when we were at 97, but we did not come up to it and touch it like we did the two previous cycles. The two previous cycles, we came up to it and touched it. We actually came up to it, right, and touched it. I'm kind of just being a little bit more bullish whenever I put it this way. And we don't know if history is going to repeat itself. But what I did is I just pretty much took an average, between the 67 and the 63. If history tends to repeat itself, and remember, guys, this right here, look at this is August. This is August of the previous cycle before we dropped another 40%. All right. This right here was August, right? This right here was September. Look at September, August. July, let's go to August right here, this first week, before we dropped another 50%. I don't know if this is going to happen. I just have to tell you guys that I went ahead and I put the information out there on how important the 50 week is to trade, right? Who knows if this thing drops another 60, 61, 50%? I don't know. All I know is that how did we get to where we are today by shorting the 50 week and we have almost $30,000 worth of profits? It's because the trade is valid and it's not our job to unvalidate it, right? An unvalidated trade is what? A stop loss. That's our protection. Very simple stuff, guys, but I'm excited to show you how important this 50 week is. I hope you guys rewatch the video because I don't know what's going to end up happening. If we were to go from, let's just say the current 50 week that we're at, right? At the right where we're at, and we did the average of 61 on average, 63 to 61. I don't know, man. I don't think that this can happen. I'm not a bear. I'm just saying I'm bullish on Bitcoin. I truly believe that the Bitcoin bottom isn't in. But if history repeats itself from the 50 week, right? From the 50 week, I don't think Bitcoin can drop 60%, but then again, I don't know. What do I know, man? This shit's getting too smart for me because in the Coliseum, all we're going to do is we're going to trade it. We're going to trade these levels. We're probably going to end up logging 72 up to 73 if we get stopped there. If we come all the way down to 70 even or 67, we'll take our longs there. If we come up to 83, 84, or 89, we'll be taking our shorts there. The whole point is, and just like I explained on yesterday's 2-hour video, is that there's not going to be a scenario that surprises the Coliseum. Again, all we're doing, you cannot have a bias. You can't be listening to your spaces and your channels and all the fucking news and the Bitcoin bulls. If you're trading it, if you're trading these assets, we don't care if the 50-week moving average gets blown through. We're going to be looking at our next levels for the resistance. So that way we can get our reaction so we can take our short and get a profitable trade. We don't care if $65,000 or $75,000 breaks because we're going to be looking down towards our next levels of 70, 72, 73 to be taking our longs, right? And we're just going to be managing our trades accordingly within the price action. But again, this 50 week is detrimental. This is it. This is every single time. Look, all the way back to August of 2014. Right? We come up, we hit this thing, and just, even here, look. What was this one? Bear market lows. Oh, the low's in, right? Even this one came up to the 50. This is back in 2015 right here, right? Same time frame. Look, July, coming all the way down here. Let's look at this. What was this percentage down? Oh my gosh, it was the same 40% hitting the 50. Well. I tell you what, guys, history does not need to rhyme, but it sure does fucking have a rhythm, doesn't it? I gotta tell you, it sure does. And you know what? This is why we have a $30,000 profitable trade. This is why yesterday we made another $36,000. This is exactly how we do it. We are not predicting the price. All we're doing is reacting to the levels, and we're following through with our discipline, great risk management. We understand there's going to be an outcome. We don't know what's going to happen. There's going to be either a stop loss or a profitable trade. That's it. It's very simple. A stop loss is not a loss. You accounted for it, right? You accounted for the outcome. There was two options. There was two outcomes, a stop loss or a profitable trade. That's it. Very simple. And so again, guys, man, this blows my mind. I'm looking all the way back here toward at 2014 when this happened. Like, give me a break. I mean, look, this was August, September. You know, this is August, September of 2014, 2015. Oh, brother, ooh. And then again here all the way in 2018, and then again in 22, 23. Oh my God, Bitcoin, don't do it to us. This will fucking put people on that 1-800, you know what I mean. Just saying, guys. Now, let's flip to the opposite side here, okay? Let's flip to the opposite side of the bullish scenarios, right? Let's flip to the opposite side to where if we do end up holding a 50-week, then the bull market, the bull cycle's on, right? The bull cycle's on. Bitcoin low is probably in. But let me just remind some people that in 2022, this is a weekly chart. Bitcoin closed a candle above the 50-week here. You know what? This could be another major bull trap. You know, if we get above the 50-week and we close above it, everyone's going to say it's confirmed. It's confirmed. They're not like us, all right? We be different. We be different in the Coliseum, right? We don't give a fuck if it's confirmed or not. We're going to trade it. But be prepared for the bear bull trap if they say, you know what, the 50 weeks confirmed. We closed above the 50. The traders are wrong. Well, you know what, guys? The right traders understand that we did this previously before. So, again, we do a couple of weeks over it and we confirm it like we do here. We'll know. It's always going to be in hindsight. Look, a couple of weeks above it, a couple of weeks above it. After we get a couple of, look, again, not only did we hit the 50-week here, put in the low, came up to it again and got rejected. Oh my God, this is, all right. Look, same thing here. Came up to it again, got the initial rejection, right? Got the initial rejection after we hit it the first time, and then we rolled over, came back up to it again and got a huge rejection. It's always going to be hindsight. Now, after we start closing above it, weeks, months, 230 fucking days, right? We go back over here. Oh, same thing. Just saying, 230 fucking days above it. Okay, it's always going to be hindsight, right? All right, it's again, guys, this is straight alpha right now on how important the 50-week SMA is. This is huge for us. This is huge. So yeah, I don't know what's going to end up happening. I can care less. I'm inside of a short right now. We've already secured profits. We'll keep a green stop loss in profit. If we do end up coming towards these levels, right? If we do end up coming towards these levels up here at, let's go here, let's go here, let's go to this chart down below us here. There we go. Let's go back here to the daily. We have our levels above us right in here. If we go to this weekly as well, we have not only the 50-week, right? We have the 50-week that we're currently wicked up to. We also have our golden pocket and our 786 up below, on top of us. So these are your macro levels just to be absolutely paying attention to. Make sure that you guys are absolutely paying attention to this. You're paying attention to USDT dominance. Again, guys, we call it the ditty-bitty tango. We've walked you through the levels that you would want to see if you're in the short. If you are in the long right now, you're expecting USDT dominance to come back down and break this macro level and come down to 6.5. You come down to 6.5, you're probably going to for sure get the squeeze up here past the 50. You're going to end up coming right up into this macro golden pocket. To the downside, right? If you're in the short from the 50, right? You would want to see USDT dominance pretty soon get a nice big bounce back up to 7.7, right? 7.77, 7.7, right in here. And if that happens, you are going to be seeing a pretty good pullback on Bitcoin. You're gonna end up seeing whether, and we don't know where that bottom's going to be. We got levels at 73, we got levels at 70, we have levels at 67. If it ends up doing what history does, or if it's got a rhyme and a rhythm, we're getting ready to put in a Bitcoin bottom somewhere between 50s, 40s, 30s, whatever it might be. Who knows? Nobody knows. I don't know, and I can care less. Again, I can care less, guys. You guys already know that. The other thing too, we've been trading XRP. XRP has just been a phenomenal asset to trade. We could see here that if we just go to the 20, we have been absolutely scalping this entire range. Every single time we've been coming down to it, we've been holding. I don't like that we're flipping this into resistance right now, right? This has been a very big range, good support for XRP. You guys could see reaction for the bounce, support, broke down, and now we're turning this support back into resistance. I can tell you that if Bitcoin does end up taking another swing up at the 50-week or going up into that golden pocket, the trade for XRP would actually be, let's go here, let's go long. You could technically just take it now, low leverage, and you would end up either having the targets here up to the upside or putting in this double top, you know, somewhere up in here. Try to fill some of this big wick. You know what I mean? Look at this big nasty wick candle. Try to fill some of this. So this could possibly be a good XRP trade. I've taken all of the XRP shorts. Again, we made about $6,000 in profits. I closed it all out this morning. I told you guys that if Bitcoin came up to the 50-week, we got to take that trade. It's valid. Also, if XRP comes up to this resistance right in here, right? I was going to take the short, and we got the short, and I closed out all of it down below. Another phenomenal trade. Let's go over, we've been saying SanDisk. The shorts on SanDisk, guys, have been printing. We've been saying every single one of these pumps, we can get rid of this. Every single one of these SanDisk pumps are shortable. Even this one here, shortable. We have SanDisk. We've been trading a lot of SanDisk. SpaceX, anything at this 130 and 80 cents is long in territory. It has held. There's and again, we don't know what the outcome is. We just want the initial reactions so that way we can trade. Every single time we've come up or come down to this support, we are absolutely getting our reaction and we're getting the bounce. And so look, told you guys when it came down to this area multiple times, it's a long. My targets were going to be right here up at the top of these, and we hit. So I don't like TPing out and saying, hey, let's go all the way up to the top. I just know that where I originally had it right here, you guys could see tons of resistance, right? If we were to grab my little handy dandy things here, we go like this and we blow this up, you guys could see rejection, lots of rejection, the waterfall for the rejection, target accomplished on the SpaceX long, all right? Killer, guys, there's always something to be traded. We were trading equities while Bitcoin sucked in the 62s and 67s, right? It absolutely sucked. We've been trading equities, and shout out to my trading partner. Shout out to zoomex. If you would like to get into the Coliseum, make sure to lock in your VIP Tier 2 access, okay? You guys got to remember that everything in the Coliseum is free. The only thing I ask is that you sign up to zoomex. I'm building a trading desk. We're one of the largest perpetuals futures volume trading groups, one of the largest. We're killing it, you guys. And so if you'd like to be part of it and get inside of the Telegram, make sure to click the Telegram. You sign up to zoomex, enter in your UID. I understand that new traders are absolutely going to get mauled by trading fees, all right? VIP Tier 2 is like VIP Tier 6 on almost all your other major exchanges, okay? Reduced trading fees, improved scalping execution, deep liquidity, all of that. We also have a dedicated support team to the Telegram group with zoomex. They are here. If we need anything, they listen to the Coliseum. They've made adjustments to the platforms for our tradings, for great updates. Also, if you are a whale out there trading, 50 to 100 million in perpetuals trading volume, make sure to reach out to me at vip@realcryptocrank.com. I can offer you something that nobody else can. All right. So again, shout out to them. And again, the other thing too, when I say that we can trade all of the equities against Tether, look, I've been trading SanDisk. I've been trading SpaceX. We got Micron. We have Tesla. We have Circle. We've been trading Circle all the way down at $60, $61, $62. Great trades. This thing's at fucking $92. Killer trade. Killer boots, man. You know, Dumb and Dumber style. But NVIDIA, all of these guys, this is going to be the next big thing here, is trading these RWAs and these equities that are sitting on these exchanges, paired against Tether. Our trade is still looking pretty good. We still have, we still got 20 grand, man. We could lock it in here. I don't want to add to this trade because if I do add, I'm going to just absolutely ruin my entry. I'll ruin my entry. So I made sure I locked in some profits here. Almost 10 grand. I'd feel a little bit happier if we locked in actually 10. So let's, the problem is that I locked in, I only have a $500,000 and we had almost, we had $1.5 million or $1 million to start the trade. So we got some juice. We got some juice, guys. We got some juice here. Yeah, I don't want to add, but I would like to round up to an even 10, so I need another $1,300. So if I did that and I locked in 10, 25%, so I need $1,300 would be right here. So 7.3 Bitcoins, if we locked that in, hold on, 8 Bitcoin, 1 Bitcoin would be right there. That would lock in at least 10. If I locked in 1 Bitcoin out of the 6.77, let's keep an eye on it. Let's just keep an eye on the trade, guys. We're still up quite a bit. While we're doing this, let's do a quick shout out to everybody that's joining today. We had an absolute banging, we had over 1,000 views. We had over 350 people watching the stream yesterday. It looks like we have about 164. Thank you, guys. If you guys could please like, subscribe, follow, repost if you're over on X. If you like the content, if this is your first time learning about the 50-week, I hope I really broke it down for you with the 50-week SMA price action over history, over 2014, 2018, 2022 cycles. It's not a joke. This is an excellent area to trade. An excellent area to trade. All right. Shout out to Captain C-Mob. Biddy trying to pop. Biddy is trying to pop. What's going on, brother? I hope you're doing all right. What's going on to Jenny? Mike Valma, the mod king, baby. If you guys don't know, he's been a moderator for almost every single channel for as long as I've been around. 7 years, man. He's been a mod for a very long time for all of the big channels. What's going on, Steve? Hey, Steve. Back it up, Terry. Put it in reverse, Terry. What are you doing, brother? I hope you're having a good day. I hope everybody's having a good day, morning, evening, night, whatever it is, wherever you guys are at. Crypto Lion, Mama Slappy. What's going on, Darren? You caught the top of that M. I wanted it to confirm. My short is the mid 79s. Nice. Yeah, man. We caught it. The moment we came up to that 50 week, you don't second guess this shit. You take the trade and you have excellent risk management, right? Crypto Lion. What's going on, Jagger? Viking Steve, the OG. I hope everybody's doing well. What's going on, Salty? Crankster, the ninja scalping hamster. Yeah, man. I mean, there's nobody that is scalping like the Coliseum. Nobody. Reason being, guys, this is our bread and butter. This is our bread and butter. We teach, again, our strategy is scalping, our structures, which is our ranges, our trend lines, our triangles, our parallels. We understand that the education needed, where to find those structures, and then we maintain discipline and we execute based off of that. No structure, no trading, point blank. No adjusting stop losses, no doing any of that shit. Break a structure, you get the hell out of these trades. You do not sit inside of these losers. Absolutely not. The words liquidation doesn't exist in the Coliseum. I run a very open. I run a very open chat group, but the only thing that chaps my ass, man, is people getting drunk and saying, you know, I got liquidated. I run a very open chat room. I even have topics for political and world economics. I love people giving opinions. I love people talking. You guys see me going into Bitcoin maxi spaces and just being the TA guy. You guys, you know what? You guys see me doing it. I run a very open chat room, very lenient chat room. The only thing that chaps my ass is being irresponsible with trading. That's the only time, and you guys know that if you're inside of the Coliseum, I step right in and I'm like, hey, fucker, we don't joke about liquidations. Those words don't exist. That means you're trading poorly, you're fucking around, you're gambling. We don't do that inside of the Coliseum. So, yeah, guys. I mean, we're absolutely killing it. We can log out of this account and go over to the other trades. I can show you guys real quick. Let's go over here. We'll log into the smaller account. We're doing really well. Really happy, guys. The importance, real quick. Again, guys, get into the Coliseum. Give me a second here. Let me log into this account, and I'll show you guys the other trades. So we've put up almost 50. What is that? Almost 50 G's. 50 G's in the last 2 days just trading this price action. Again, this is not a joke when we're coming to the price action, guys, at the 50 week. It's simple. It's simple. I've showed you guys throughout history what happens. Who knows if it's got a rhyme and a rhythm or if it repeats? We don't care. We just want our initial reaction so that way we can trade it, right? 39507. Oops, 75. Put this in, and then I can show you guys the XRP trades that we've been running. Here we go. I'm still inside of a BNB long right now. I just took the BNB long. We were talking about that inside of the Coliseum. You guys can see here all of the XRP trades, right? Come on, baby. Load up here. We have all of the these are BNB trades. I'm sorry. These are all of our BNB trades, XRP trades. Here we go. We've been running pretty hot. You guys can see all of these trades. We have been absolutely scalping this entire range. I keep telling you guys, it's all about the ranges for scalping. Every single time we come down to the bottom, every single time we come up to the top, we shorts. So again, you short, you close it, you could long it back up to the top. It was holding here. Stop loss would have been right below that. Come back up, we close it out. Longs and shorts, longs and shorts. This was the big one. We have, again, look guys, 153 coming right up into it. Boom. We take the short, you close it, 147.50, right where we're at. But we're running hot, boy. We're running real hot. We're running real hot on the XRP trades, man. And again, probability of getting stopped while we have momentum on our side is pretty low. I don't know when it's gonna stop me out. But what I can tell you is, like I've been preaching you, every single time we come down to the supports or the resistances, you take those trades. And again, we have longs, we have shorts, we got longs, we got 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 shorts. We're just taking the trades. All right, same thing, BNB. We don't care. We just, I think that we are going to get a nice little bounce. You know, we got about a 250K position on this one. We're running hot on the BNB trades as well. You guys could see. We don't just take the trades, you guys. Take the trades. Execute with discipline within the structure. Very, very simple. The other thing I'd like to say too, simple trading is the best trading. Guys, we use support, resistance, volume, fibs, and market cipher. Which leads me to my next point here, guys. Let's go back over to Bitcoin real quick. And I can tell you guys what I'm looking at on market cipher on Bitcoin. We can go here. Let's go out to the daily. Let's pull this up. All right, so let's start off with the 4 hour. I could tell you that the 4 hour is telling us outside of this really, really, really thick money flow, this move up right here was very, very weak. All right, very, very weak. You guys could see here, very thick momentum waves. We kept coming higher and higher, right? Coming higher and higher, big move. Well, you guys can see on this next move up here, this right here is a pretty big bearish divergence. I don't like this, but the thing is that you have two reasons why we can still go higher, right? For one, we're holding the macro support over the last 2-3 days. 3, money flow is still really, really, really thick, and RSIs are still really, really, really tight. We are going to have another big move, cranksters, and I'm going to tell you right now, do not get caught on the wrong side of these trades. I would say that if we do end up getting, due to the money flow being really thick, VWAP is also starting to anchor in. If we do get this next squeeze, whether it's to back here for a double top at the 50, we also understand here at 82 to 83 was the macro golden pocket, and then at 87, 88 we have the 786. If this happens, I would want to see either one. Let me just clear all of this up, and I'm going to be watching this on the 4 hour if it happens. Okay. If this momentum wave comes up like this and it just continues, I'm going to be shorting the fuck out of this thing, dude. I don't care where the price is at. I'm going to be shorting it. We have our levels as far as price action is concerned. I'm going to be shorting it. 2, let's also go to the daily here. The daily's a little tricky here because, again, look at this. Money flow is super thick. It looks like it's just getting started. VWAP has just rolled inwards, and it's getting a bounce. If this thing starts to bounce, guys, I'm really watching this 4 hour going into the daily. This is huge because, again, if we do get this pop and we get this, again, bearish divergence, something like this, even on the daily, the 4 hour rolls into the daily, I am also going to be looking at for the shorts, right? I've already explained to you guys that based off of the cycles on the 50, what typically happens. I don't know if it's going to do the 60% pullback or whatever, but I'm absolutely looking for that. So again, support, resistance, fib levels, volume, and market cipher. Simple trading is the best trading. On top of that, guys, everybody thinks that they have the sauce. Everybody thinks they have the sauce, but I can promise you that all of your favorite traders out there, everybody bends a knee to discipline. No matter what indicators, oscillators, your trading system, your strategies, your edge, we're all, if you're doing this for a living, you are one of the most disciplined men or women in history. Fucking point blank. Brother, oh shit, I needed to switch screens. I can't believe that. We just went through this. Let's go back through market cipher. Oh, what a newbie, huh? All right, please explain again on the screen. Yeah, absolutely, guys, because it's really simple. I don't mind going over it 50 different times. I'm still looking at my trade, my BNB trade, still looking good. All right, so let's just go to the 4 hour here. Let's look at this. Again, let's repeat this. Brother, what a fucking noob, huh? All right, here we go. You guys can see, really, when we started getting the money flow crossover, boom, started getting the big move. Momentum waves were really, really thick. Really thick, big momentum waves. Well, you guys could see when we started to get a little exhaustion on our next move up to the 50, look at this right here. Look at this really, really weak momentum wave, right? Really weak momentum wave. We really, on a 4 hour time frame, you do have a bearish divergence right here. What does that mean? It means that the price is coming up, momentum is coming down, all right? Momentum is coming down. But just like I said about 5 minutes ago, the first time, the two things that are really big that if we do get another pop, money flow is still absolutely very, very, very thick. VWAP is starting to anchor back in towards the zero line. Like right here, look, you guys can see when this VWAP, right? Look at this VWAP starting to anchor back in and it crosses. Right here, you start getting that pop again, right? The other thing on top of that, these RSIs are hella tight. Look at guys, when these RSIs are super tight like this, a big move is getting ready to happen. When they're super, super tight like this, a big move's getting ready to happen. Super tight like this, big move's getting ready to happen. Well, they're super, super, super tight. What happens whenever they're super tight to the downside, but now they're super tight to the upside? Typically, we're going to get the pullback. But RSIs can stay overbought for a very long period of time, especially that we're on a 4 hour and a daily, right? So again, what we do have going for the upside is, this is what I was saying. The 4 hour going into, all right? The 4 hour going into the daily. Again, right now on the 4 hour, we have this bearish divergence. VWAPs are anchoring in, tight RSIs. If we do end up seeing another pop on this 4 hour and this momentum wave barely comes up like this, and we maintain kind of this momentum structure with lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, guys, we understand that right above us, right, is the 50-week to short. We understand right above that at 83, 82 is the macro golden pocket. We understand the 786 is right around 87 grand. If we see something like this going into this 4 hour and we maintain this structure, RSI start coming down, money flow starts clipping, VWAP start anchoring back down, I'm going to be shorting all of this. Getting ready to hunt for it, right? Absolutely getting ready to hunt for it. Now, if we go out to the daily, all right, we go out to the daily. Look at this. Money flow, this on the daily, it's a little catchy. It's very catchy, as a matter of fact, because right now, momentum is still really, really, really high. Money flow is still, it's just getting started. It's still really thick, right? Still really thick. 2, look at this VWAP coming down to the zero line and starting to round out. If this starts to pop again, money flow continues, I'm here to tell you guys, this thing's probably gonna, and on top of that, on the daily, I'm also watching the daily levels on USDT dominance. I'm putting both of these two for confluence. If we see something like that, I'm still gonna be shorting it based off of the 1 hour and the 4 hour as we get into the price. But here's the other thing too. If this momentum starts to clip on the daily like this, as we're going up, and it starts going into that 4 hour like I'm talking about, because we already, like, again, I'm gonna say that this, I'm just gonna hold my shorts, guys. I am gonna hold my shorts up at these levels. So again, I'm looking at the 4 hour, I'm going into the daily. I wanna see these things start to clip. I want to see them start rolling over. On the daily, this is fucking hella strong. Hella strong. All right? Now, the other thing too, let's just say the other, like we start getting a serious bearish divergence, right? We see it on the 4 hour. Let's just say the price starts coming up, momentum's already clipping, and VWAP starts to coming down below the zero line. I'm gonna say that this is a false move to the upside. Get ready. I'm holding them shorts. I have the levels as far as price action, where I want to hold them all the way up. I'm gonna hold those shorts. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, absolutely. I've owned Market Cipher for almost 4 years. I've been studying it from the Casper crew. My original mentors, you guys, how I learned how to trade was CryptoFace, the Well crew back then. Market Cipher, when I bought it almost five years ago, I bought the Lifetime, and then Jason Casper with all of his courses, you guys. I've been watching him for almost 5 years as well. And now those are probably the only two that I really, there's a lot of good ones. There's a lot of good ones. But again, yes, I use Market Cipher on the macros. I use it on my local time frames. I love Market Cipher, and I still learn from it all the time. There's always something new, man. There's always something new, whether it's the RSIs or if it's the VWAPs or if it's the momentum waves. Yeah, absolutely. It's great when I have confluence with USDT dominance as well as a fib level, right? We come into fib levels and our momentum waves weaker for that bearish divergence. There's a million different ways to do it, guys. There's a million different ways to do it. You just got to find yours. And for me, I'm a scalper. I teach the Coliseum, the way I trade and how we lock it in. And yeah, man, shout out to the co-founder as well. Speaking of the co-founder, Mr. Nick Cipher, I saw his message right here. Get this sweaty bastard to 200K followers ASAP. I would love that, man. Guys, we're gonna keep working. I keep saying it. I keep repeating it because of our style of trading, of just locking it in, simple trading, following through. There's always another trade. This is where you want to be going into this next bull cycle, guys. We're about to go through 500 days of accumulation, and it's going to be some of the best day trading that you've ever had. I was telling the Coliseum this about 2 years ago. I said, guys, wait till we go into a bear market. And here's why. Let me explain. Guys, we've made hundreds of thousands of dollars we've had $100,000 days inside of this price action. And why is that? Look at what happens inside of a bear market, right? Every single time you have these nice big dips, you go through excellent accumulation phases. Right after these big dips, you go through these excellent accumulation phases. Right after these big dips, right? You go through these excellent accumulation phases, right? Like, guys, this is the Coliseum bread and butter. We are not looking to catch this short. I specifically told everybody in my videos last week that this move was going to be violent. Do not trade. That we're coming to an end of our scalping, and to be patient until it happens. Look, I said, look, we have a lower high when we came over here. We traded this. But the thing was, guys, is that when we started this new formation here on this macro compression, right here, here, and here, right? I told the Coliseum, guys, this is great price action, right? We were absolutely scalping all of this up. It was real simple. We got easy tops, easy bottoms. It was really easy. It started getting really tough in here. And the reason being, I said, guys, we're not breaking below. It's a 50. I was saying this in the Wolf Crew. It's a 50-50. It is a 50-50. All right? It's a 50-50 on this move. The other thing, too, we specifically said, hey, guys, this is a low, lower high. I said, do not short this. Do not long this, guys. Fuck this. This move is going to be violent, and do not get caught on the wrong side of the candles. I can tell you that the Coliseum, I bet you almost 95, 96, because they trust their coach. Everybody needs a coach. All right? Did not get the ugly word liquidated like the 1.6 billion that just got fucked right here. Okay? But I told everybody, wait till we have the big move, because then what happens? Now we go to our 20. Ready? Now we go to our 20. Look at this. Long accumulation period. Long accumulation period. We can go right on over here to ETH. Ready? Let's also go here. Long accumulation. Guys, you could scalp this. You guys, this is the bread and butter. We've been absolutely not long accumulation phases. Another 2 days of pumping, 2 days of sideways action. We go then to XRP. I showed you guys all these trades, man. We've made $26,000 as a whole just scalping these little moves, right? Just scalping these little moves. Long accumulation every time. So in the Coliseum, guys, understand, we are not looking for this big crazy fucking move, right? No. We like this. We like on ETH. We like this. On Bitcoin, we like this, right? We like even this price action right here. We like this. Look at that. Easy tops, easy bottoms, super easy. Super easy. This is what the Coliseum is built on. This is how we trade. So again, yeah, shout out again, Nick Cypher, co-founder, you guys, of Market Cypher. Great analyst, great trader. Make sure to go follow him over on his YouTube. What else do we got here, guys? What else do we have here? I'm still sitting inside of the BNB trade. We're still looking pretty good here. I think we were already up almost 500-600, but I was still teaching. So if we do get this 704.20 or even something like up in here, 702.50, if we go to 702.50, we'll make another $1,200, another killer trade, another solid trade, guys. So let's see if we can, like 350, let's see if we can just get a little pop into here. If we do actually get to the 704.20, it'll be another $1,800 for the day. So another beautiful day. We're still inside of the big Bitcoin short from the 50 week. And let's see here. What else do we got? All right, Cypher B. It's free version. It's the free version of Market Cypher. Been using the Vu Manchu. Jason Casper used to promote Vu Manchu until CryptoFace gave him lifetime Market Cypher for free to advertise for him. Oh, I didn't know that. All right. Terry, who's running this shit? Who's running this shit, Terry? Let me tell you all something about Terry, man. Terry's been a hell of a trader. He's maintaining his risk. He's absolutely been killing it. He's learning. He's learning in the Coliseum. He's learning the Coliseum methods, locking it in, being the most disciplined man he can. And when he doesn't, he says, put it in reverse, Terry. Oh, God, Terry. What's going on, Rotten? Will we get this pullback? I have no idea. I mean, I'm short, man. I'm short. I've already locked in my profits. And so if I get stopped, no big deal for me. Fuck it, you know? Yeah, just look at the February of 23 on the daily. Big drop after that. Let's see here. Sub. Thank you, Ruza. Is Market Cypher indicator worth buying? I explained yes. Real quick, guys, who's running this shit right now, huh? Is it you, Jenny? Bearded Mac? You know, are you running this shit? What's up, Captain? Wrong screen. I got to get better at that, man, because I am a noob when it comes to that, man. I go into these beautiful TA and just start doing all of the moves, man. I start fucking ninja sucking this thing, and then you guys are like, Crank, you're on the wrong string. Luckily, I ain't full of bullshit. We could just repeat it with the exact same words at the exact same time on the chart, right? Come on, Chucky. What's going on, Charles? Brother, switch screens, Crypto Mob. Yeah, guys, thank you. We have almost 200 people watching right now, over 114 on X. We have over 80 sitting over on YouTube. If you guys can, please like, follow, subscribe, repost if you guys liked the alpha brought to you, especially on the 50-week. I did throw a post if you guys would like to like on it so you guys could see here. Let's go back over here. I did throw out the post. Again, not saying I know what's going to happen here. We've already got 3,000 likes here. Let's see here. We got BTC alert, the 50-week. I am not bearish, but this is the BTC chart history. The 50-week SMA isn't just another line on the chart. Historically, it's been one of the BTC's most important macro bull bear levels. Look at the chart. 2018, 63% rejection. 22, we saw a 67% rejection. 2026 does not need to rhyme and have a rhythm to it, but we are testing it. That's how we ended up in our $20,000 profit trade right now. Reclaim it and structure changes. Reject from it, and history tells us why we respect it. All right, no bias. There's no nothing, guys. But we could see very simple trading every single time we come up to that 50-week. We end up then putting in our bear market bottom. 50-week taps, bear market bottom. And I do got to be honest with you. I was being generous by keeping it up here. It did not touch the 50-week here. It's now touching it now. It did not, but I'm being generous because that would mean that Bitcoin's absolutely coming down towards the low 30s. I don't know if that's going to happen. All right? Know what I'm saying? So have you just shorted from this high? Rotten. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you my trade. Here we go. Our BNB trade is looking really good. This is our much smaller account, guys. We started with this account at about $5,000 about 2 days ago. We're up almost, this is what I mean, about 2 days ago, we're up almost to 18 Gs. It's been killer. Just trading XRP. We're inside of the BNB trade here. We're up another 600, about $250,000 on the position on this one. And then let's go back over here and let me log into the big boy account, and then we can we'll show you guys the big trades that we've been pulling off here. Give me just a second. 2FA, hold on, 710825. All right, there we go. Log in there. All right, so here's our big boy trade. This one we have about 550K. We got about $73,000 of margin. We've already locked in about 8,800 bucks, right? We still have another $9,500. We longed at the 50-week. This is the 50-week SMA. We've already explained through our very nice long 1 hour long video the importance of the 50 and the rejection that we just got from it. I could lock it in, right? I could lock in a little bit more, but this position was originally $1 million. We've locked in half. I wanted to lock in half because I need at least 10 grand. I'm not going to round trip fucking all of it. You know what I mean? And we lock it in, boy, lock it in. So again, this is what we're sitting. We're sitting at the 50. I don't know. I was thinking about taking another, if we pop down below here, I wanted to take another 1,300 just to at least get me 10 grand. I can let the rest ride. I can't add to it because then I'm gonna really fuck up my position. I will add to it if we capitulate, not capitulate, but I mean we need to have a pullback. I won't mind messing up my position if we start breaking down below 78K. I might add another. Who knows? We might add another $4 million to it. You know what I mean? Who knows? Who knows? Momentum starts catching up on our side. I won't mind moving this entry here, right? If momentum starts getting on our side to the downside and we start rolling over, we start breaking this level here. We got a really good reaction here, right? Really good reaction here at the 77.8. Another one right here, right at 78.1. So I think maybe if we break this, I wouldn't mind moving this entry to probably where we're at now. Maybe add another 2 million to the trade. We'll manage accordingly. We're gonna obviously then have to put a stop loss right above this, right? And if this thing just starts rolling over, we might end up trying to get ourselves all the way up to another $50,000 trade or something. Like yesterday was 36 Gs. You know what I mean? So we'll manage the trade accordingly. That's the name of the game right now, guys. We're not trying to predict shit. If you're in a trade, you're managing your trades accordingly. And right now, just to be responsible, we got the reaction from the 50 week. We came down. I locked in half. I'm locking in absolutely half. Do you see what I'm saying? Again, momentum starts coming back to my side. I don't mind adding, I'm only using 7.5x leverage, guys. I'm trying to be very cautious right now. Wouldn't mind marketing. What do we have in gunpowder? We got another 3 million that we can add if momentum starts catching on to our side. If the 50 week is truly going to be the top and this is over with, I'll wait for the break of structure. So like on a 4 hour here, we have some pretty big, and let's turn this shit off real quick here for our positions. Big level was right here, right? This was the first big level right here. Our next big level is going to be right below us. So yeah, if we start coming down below this, I will happily start layering in and moving this this entry, right? We'll start moving this entry. Now, if we start getting up above this, I'm probably going to lock in at least $3,000-$4,000 more, and I will close it out. And the reason being is, let's find out if we're going to be putting in double tops at the 50. Are we going to be getting the 83 to? Are we going to be getting that 83 to 82 for the golden pocket? So it's either the 50 is right here, the golden pocket's right above, and then we have the big move at $87,000 for the 786, right? So we have our levels. Nothing's going to surprise us. Nothing is going to surprise us. And we've already done the responsibility of locking it in. We have a great trade, another great managed trade, same as yesterday. Yeah. Let's see here. I'd like to see, did we end up getting did we get the BNB trade? Let's see here. Did BNB pop yet? No, not yet. No, we're looking good though. Look, here's BNB. Remember, we're not logged into that account right now. Targets was the 704.20. So 704.20 is right here. If we start getting anywhere into this box and we get that pop, I'm going to need to close this trade, because I think the last time we looked at it, right, we were right about here and we were sitting at about $500, right? $500-$600. So, yeah, let's get some music rolling, guys, and then we can try to look for another trade. Really, I think we should keep it right at an hour and 20 minutes. That way, if you guys want to rewatch or share this video on the importance of the 50 week, it's not too much to put it in your ear, kind of understand the charts. I try to do everything really simple trading, so that way you guys can see exactly what I'm doing, how we're doing it, where we're doing it. We walked through the tools on how to find the 50 week. We walked through the tools on Market Cipher, and we also walked through the tools for our fib levels, right? Yes, sir. Yep. So yeah, we got a couple of good trades right now. Bitcoin looks like it wants to try to get a pop, but it hasn't yet, right? But we're sitting good. We're sitting good, man. I ain't too worried at all. I would prefer, if you're not in an XRP or BNB trade, I'm waiting for the top of the range to take a short, because AI missed the bottom. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah, on XRP trades, on XRP, man, here's the thing. XRP is either going to buckle with Bitcoin, right? We're either going to buckle this 143.85. Christopher, I just entered the trade right at the 50. It was an Asia trading session. It was last night. We take the trades. You set the stops right above, and you let it rip. You just hang out, just like how we said in yesterday. You were inside of you were in yesterday's stream, brother. We walked through exactly how we were going to take that trade on the 50. We sure did. I remember you asking some good questions yesterday. Gotta be honest with you. When I get inside of some of these big 5 million, 4 million, 3 million, like yesterday was a $3.5 million scalp, I get a little biased, boy. I want this thing to fucking just plummet. Obviously I don't like losing, so we lock in our profits, but yeah, I'm a little biased right now, man. I want Bitcoin, let the 50 week be it, and let's just buckle. Let's buckle, man. Yeah, if I was looking at XRP, like I said, if Bitcoin is going to get the pop, then XRP is probably going to end up coming right back up towards $1.51, if not $1.55. All right, this will probably get the pop. So I didn't take the XRP trade, right? I'm in the BNB trade. So if BNB gives me the 1,800 bucks, it's a very similar trade to the BNB trade, right? We go over here, go to BNB trade. You see what I'm saying? Even if we were to put in, like, let's just say a lower high, I just want the 50% move. Do you see, like, the 50% move from here to here, right? 704.20, right in there. I like taking, on my scalps, I like taking the 50% move. So I'm in from the bottom. Give me just this little move. It looks like we might be getting it. That'll pop off another 1,800 bucks for today, guys. We just keep adding to it. Just nice little trades, man. Good, responsible scalps. Maintain our structures, right? So it does look like we might, if this thing gets a pop right up to 704.20. Remember, on the other account, we'll end up making close to 1,900 bucks. Right on, DeJenny. Yeah. Guys, it's the same thing every single day. We don't change the strategy. The strategy is our edge, right? Our structures is where we're going to have better probability for our edge. That's where, when we have our structure, and then we really get to perform our edge, That's it. That's the only way this shit works, you guys. That's the only way this shit works. And you just lock it in, man. I'm not looking to get rich off of all these moves, right? You guys see, I have a lot of people, a lot of big swing traders, man. A lot of big swing traders are like, dude, how come you didn't hold it? You would have had a banger. And it's like, brother, I made 30 grand a day. I made 20 grand a day. I made 100 grand a day. I made 2 grand a day. I don't like going into drawdown. I don't like drawdown, man. I'm a scalper. I will take my money and I will run, and I won't think that I missed. I don't ever think that I missed anything. There's always another trade. If that structure is not there and our accumulation zones aren't there, there's no trading for me. It's time for me to go. You know what I mean? There's no trades for me, man. I'm not trading it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to DeJenny. Got it. Your scalping makes so much sense to me. I love the radical scalp method. And yeah, just following these altcoins to Bitcoin. Well, thanks for showing your thoughts on the BNB trade. Yeah, absolutely. Gotcha. So what's the difference in shorting the 50-week right away versus shorting the 200-day moving average? If you tried that, you have gotten blown out. Well, that's the thing, man, is that I don't even remember. The 200 days, what? Sitting right at what? Fuck, here, I'll pull it up, dude. I think it's down at 60 some. Let's look at it. Hold on. BTC daily. Let's go here. Let's pull up the 200. $69. I didn't short any of this, brother. I didn't short any of this, bro. Look, the 200-day wouldn't even have been a thought for me. 73.74, but it was just too obvious. When I pull a fib level from this high to this low, the 200-day wouldn't even have been a thought for me to short. This fucking candle nuked it, and then it followed through, dude. I didn't even, and the thing was, you also got to remember, I already told myself I'm not trading this move, right? I already told myself I'm not trading this move, and it happened in a day. So you see what I'm saying? That wouldn't even have been a thought in my, you know what I'm saying? This wouldn't even have been a trade thought for me, or an idea, not one bit. And the reason being is I told the Coliseum that this is a no trading zone. This right here was a no trading zone. So once we started getting the move, I told everybody, Do not do anything until it's over with. Do not try shorting this fucking thing until it's over with. My very first short that I tried taking was at 70. If I go to like a 30-minute, my first attempt was right here, right? And I had it at, oh, hold on, right here. Was at 75,600. I was on a space. I said, I'm short on this. You ready? Started getting it. And then literally, man, boom, stopped me right out. Stops her right above. Same style that we're showing you guys today. And then it followed through. So then I said, okay, I'm done shorting this thing because now we're starting to get into some big boy territory. We have the 50-week. We got $80,000 psychological. We have a very, very large macro golden pocket. We start pulling this out to here. Do you see what I'm saying? And then we start going to our weekly. And then we go here. Let's go back to the daily. I need to change this real quick. I want to go to the 50. Go to the weekly. We can start seeing, boom, big areas of confluence here. Do you see what I'm saying? So yeah, that 200 wouldn't have been an idea for me, like not one bit. That wouldn't have been a trade idea for me. Yo, G, you learned me a lot today. Since I watch you, thanks a lot. Yeah, man. Carnel. Big up to Jason Casper, too. Yeah, big ups to Jason Casper for sure. He's a good dude, man. He's a good dude for sure. Trades, I mean, we're just sitting inside of our trades right now, guys. Again, we still got 20 racks sitting here. BNB still sitting right on, we really haven't broken out or had that pop. You guys know my target's right up at 704, 704.20 was the stop of the TP on the other account, right? In just a second, guys. I'm checking some emails real fast. Good trading, though, guys. I mean, it's good that that the volatility is back. With Bitcoin, I was really happy because I have a lot of friends that I've gotten into crypto, right? And it was really good and healthy for the entire crypto market, the whole crypto sector. I don't care if you're a Bitcoin maxi, if you're an altcoin guy, a meme coin guy, an RWAs or a DeFi or whatever it might be. It was really good and healthy that the crypto market space was able to open up their Binance.us or your Kraken or your Geminis or your Coinbases and see that your portfolios are back to life. I think that was really good. I'm excited for people that are in crypto to see that when that capital rotation comes from the stock market, right? I don't think there's new Bitcoiners. I don't think that there's new Bitcoiners. I think that AI stocks had an absolute ripper, face-melting ripper. They're down 50% on some of them, and then Bitcoin was beaten like a Cherokee drum, right? No pun intended or none of that, but beaten, just absolutely beaten down. It was good that crypto's volatility came back, and it was great that people in Bitcoin or Ethereum or XRP, everybody's got a name for some of this shit, man. You got the XRP Army, the ADA Gang, the Link Marines. You got the ETH. I don't know what they call the ETH people, but XRP Army. Terry, can't forget our dear Lord Otter. You and him helped me out and put it all together. Grateful for the brother. Ooh. Yeah, shout out to Alexo Crypto. I like Alex too, man. Alexo for show. If you guys aren't following Alex, good analyst, good trader. Hell yeah. Just doing it. Good family, man, Yes, sir. Looks like we might not be getting the Looks like we might not be getting the BNB trade. Looks like we might be getting stopped out. This thing gets any lower. But the Bitcoin trade, let's see if this thing, brother, let's see if this thing starts fucking rolling over, man. Let's see if this puppy starts to roll on over because of the 50 week before it's time to pump again. It'd be nice, man. Throw a nasty red candle. And again, I explained at the beginning of the video, USDT dominance, what you would want to see is this idea right here. You want to start seeing this, puppy pump. Pump. We start pumping right here, man, and we come up to this next big macro level, man. Bitcoin's gonna dump, guys. If this thing starts to dump, then Bitcoin's gonna pump. It's just inversely correlated. Start learning these two charts. That's what you want to see. All right, that's exactly what you're gonna want to see. Trade's still looking fat. We're doing good. Let me go grab my water, man. I'll be right back. If I'm not back in a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes, just wait longer. Well. You didn't even have to wait a minute and a half. We are back. All right, so what's up? What's up with everybody? What's up? What's really up with everybody, huh? What's everyone doing? What are we up to today, huh? Yeah, like I said, guys, I'm just watching my trades, managing my trades accordingly. We're inside of the BNB trade. Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn. Pull over. It's a cardigan, but thanks for noticing. I'm a big movie guy, man. I tell you what, some of the best movies, man, are 2009 through 2014. So now that's not Dumb and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber is way older. You know what I'm saying? But I love me some Dumb and Dumber. I love Superbad, Tropic Thunder. Oh man, brother. Ooh. I could just totally, I love these freaking movies, dude. Trade be looking good. What's up with ETH here? See, and this is just like a no trades. I meant to take the longs this morning too on XRP and on Bitcoin down here. I mean, we got a lot of juice to play with here if we need to, but we just I was in the middle of closing profits on the shorts at these levels that my mind got a little kerfuffled. Yeah, kerfuffled. And like I said, I really don't want to add to this. I don't want to add to it just yet. Not until we start breaking some bigger structures, you know what I'm saying? Getting way down here, man, where this, you know, I can trust it a little bit more. I want to trust this shit a little bit more. Because right now, Yeah, I'm still hitting the gym. Still hitting, you know. I mean, not like about to start taking those peptides. Yeah, I'm still hitting the gym. I mean, I'm not like, do like a little flexing, you know what I mean? I'm still a little bit, you know, I'm still trying to get it going. About 177 pounds, 5'8", you know what I mean? But I just still pretty lean. Still fucking lifting these trades, you know what I'm saying? Just fucking kicking that damn Bitcoin's ass up on the top there. Repping in the thousands. No, yeah, sure am, dude. Eating my 200 grams of protein. You know? Yeah, still doing it. Yep, you still going to the gym, man? Um, it's a timber time. I hope so, Freeze Time Crypto. Whoever Dolly Parton is, never heard of her songs. Stupid. 50K in October. I don't know, man. Rewatch this video, dude, and go watch some of this shit, dude. I don't know where the price is going, but today was a pretty good analysis on the 50 week. That's for damn sure. You're 6 foot at 82 kilograms. Damn, dog, I'd have to eat some extra Wheaties and grow a couple inches, grow like 4 inches or something, dude. You know, 6 foot. You just said 6 foot, right? I don't know, man. I'm pretty strong for my little self here. I mean, I'm 5'8", 177 pounds, pretty lean, but fucking stupid strong. Stupid strong, for sure. My take profit targets. I mean, I would like to preferably not take profit if we come back up here, because then I'm going to end up having to take like $5 grand and then we do that. But if we start breaking structure, like I said, I might add to this thing, man. We start breaking some structure. The other thing let's look at real quick, because we're talking about TP targets. Nice. All right, let's look at this real quick. Let's go to the heat map. All right, let's go to a Model T. Yes. All right, so we got 81.5 lit up on the 24-hour chart. On the 12-hour, we have right below us, which is going to be 77.9, and then also right above us at 77.970. Let's go out to a 4-day. 77.7, as well as 81.5. So 77.700 would be a good one. 77.700. If we go to 77.700, that's right here. 77.700 would just be sweeping these. This would be a good start. You see how I keep saying that I might add to this, but I gotta watch break of structure, man. I gotta see this. Right now we're holding. We have this low, and then we have this higher low, and we're holding it. So I got to be careful trying to add to this thing. Because if I add and this ends up becoming down here, and this pops, I'm going to lose all of this. So I would like to see like a break of this, kind of just play for it, and then I can just add $3 million to this and just let this thing fucking rip. Because then if we go back over here to the heat map, we can say that we're probably coming down here to the 76s. If we go out to the 1 week here, we could say, you know what, look at all this liquidity down all the way at 74s. And then remember, guys, on the 1 month, we have it lit up like a Christmas tree at 62.3, as well as $52,000. So, brother, you know what I mean? So TPs, I would like to just at least get down to that 77.7 and see where we're at. You know? Yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to be getting the BNB trade, but that's okay. We're still sitting good on old Bitcoin here. Come on, Bitcoin dump, man. I don't really care what it does, guys. We've already locked in quite a bit here. Big Millie. It'll just, if the monthly green dot appears, man, then it's going to take forever for that price action to play out. You know what I'm saying? Monthly green dots, brother, are going to be hindsight. Like I said, right now, I'm just trading the 50 week. So like at 170, at my weight at 177, like 225, 2 plates. I'll rip out 2 plates pretty easily a few times. I don't really like doing flat bench, dude. I gotta be dead honest with you. I do not like doing flat bench. I'm more of an incline dumbbell. My biggest thing, bro, with me is I hate injuries, brother, and I hate injuries with any forms of like if my shoulders are involved. I hate flat bench, to be honest with you. I just don't. It's always going to be with a dumbbell, really, and an incline of some sort. 2 plates bench, 3 plate squats. Yeah, I can rip out 3 plate squats, 4 plates on a deadlift. I mean, again, I'm only 5'8", so there ain't much, you know, not very tall. I didn't receive the email. Oh, I see. Hold on. Let's go to ChatGPT real quick. Here we go, Bitcoin. Keep it rolling, man. Dump, Biddy. Dump, Biddy. Good short, man. I'm fixing this real quick here. You're in the XRP short. Nice, man. We're sitting good. $22,000 worth of profits. I'm just wrapping up a little bit of extra work right now, guys, that I'm doing right now. Working on a couple more X posts. We're going to be doing another USDT dominance post. We've been streaming for almost 2 hours, guys. We got almost 100, 250, 260 of you guys. If you guys can, just please like, repost. If you guys liked, really, guys, the first hour and a half of this stream was the importance of the 50 week. We broke down exactly what happens. We broke down the levels. Excellent trade from it. I mean, we got a great reaction. So just manage this trade now. It's just time to manage this trade now. That's exactly right. That's exactly right, buddy. That's exactly right, dude. We're sitting pretty good, guys. What time is it? It's 1 o'clock my time. We had a lot of you guys. We're having, you know, it's funny. People like picking on me because of my words for, you know, catastrophic profits. Well, you know, we got catastrophic views. We're doing good. We're building. We're blowing up, man. We're blowing up. And the best part about it, we're doing it live. We're showing the trades, we're showing the losses, we're doing it all live, guys, and we're just breaking out the TA. Again, I'm not a call group. I am not a call group. I just show you guys how I trade, where I trade, why I trade, the psychology behind it. We follow through, the risk management. We're doing pretty good. By the way, who's running this shit right now, huh? Is it you, Crypto Lion, Bearded Mac? What about you, DJ? Dump it. DJ's in an XRP short. If you guys don't know DJ yet, me and him went to Harvard when we were practicing AI technology school, and we were buddies. AI technology school. Yeah. Same thing. Me and Terry went to Harvard together, and you know, partied hard at Harvard. Loading, you know. What's up, Loading? What's up, Carl? What's up, Carl? Christopher. Who's running this shit, by the way? Brother, ooh. We ran Harvard together. Yep, that's right, DJ G. We ran Harvard together. No big deal, guys. Nothing to see here. Brother, ooh. I'm reading Paid XPO. Oh, too late to short, my brother. Paid XPO. Shout out to Paid XPO guys. Those guys, him and Zach Humphreys are running the Breakfast Club in the mornings. And yeah, make sure to follow those guys. Good group, man. Level heads, no bias, no Bitcoin maxi bullshit. You know, these guys are out there putting on a show. We're talking about the macros. We're talking about the altcoins. We're talking about different new chains for people getting exposure to cryptocurrencies like Robinhood. Good dudes, man, over there. I like being part of that spaces in the mornings. Too late to short. Give me just a sec here. Too late to short, my brother. If we come back up to the 50-week, then we're probably going to end up taking it out. And then we got those levels above at the beginning of the stream. That's what we were talking about. We were looking here at if we do end up taking this out, we have the 50-week right above here. And then we also have the 82 to 80, $84,000, which is a macro golden pocket here, right? Right above here to here. So I'd be looking at both of those. And then if we truly want to squeeze out of this, so to answer your question, I would wait, man. If we maybe get into, because look at this. I mean, this is kind of coiling up here. I would like this thing to break down, but we are kind of coiling up. You guys can see everybody just trying to short this thing. Luckily, I'm short from the top. We've already locked in $8,800. We're still sitting on 10.5. But if this thing pops up, I'd be looking for another trade from there. But to short it right now, it's too much mid chop chop. That's what I call mid chop chop, meaning everybody should have already had their shorts layered up right up in here. You guys can see that there's support right into there. This thing's absolutely coiling up. For me, hopefully it breaks down. If we get up into here, I'm probably going to lock in another $3,000-$4,000. You know what I mean? And then I'll probably just move stop to break even. So that way, at least I locked in 12, 13K out of the, the 20 that we have sitting here. If we break down and we get the break of structure below this, I'll probably add. We're sitting on quite a bit of juice, man. We have about $300-400 grand to add, about $3-4 million with the, with 7x, 10x leverage to add, to add to this trade. But we're gonna watch it though. I mean, we're sitting pretty good, but I wouldn't be shorting it. I would not be shorting it here. You want it from way up here, man. If it comes back up here and maybe we put in a tad bit like higher high, tad bit, something like this, you know what I mean? I'd be also open to I'd be something like this right on this 82, 83 at this, yeah. Something like that is what I'd be looking at, That's what I'd be. Woo, paid XPO's longing. All right, brother. Yeah, all right. If you're going to be longing this right here, you're longing this right here. It's loading up, man. It is. I mean, there's no doubt about it. This thing is, it is loading up, man. It's, you can see here that we barely got this little pop down and it held. So yeah, you know what? This is, because I know that, that's just specifically, just kidding. Specifically why I locked in a lot of this profit already. You know what I mean? Good trade though, man. It's a good trade. And then again, we locked in the other $6,000 on the XRP trades. Yep. Yeah, and then let's look at USDT dominance. If you're longing, just like I explained here on the daily, if you're longing, you would want to watch these big levels right here on USDT dominance, right? This macro level. You would want to see our next breakdown. This is what you would want to see. If you are longing this shit, you want to see this next macro breakdown to this 6.52 on USDT dominance. If this happens, then yeah, absolutely, man. On Bitcoin, you're going to on Bitcoin, you're going to see these levels that I was talking about right here. You could also look at the posts that I have. We go here to the weekly. These are going to be your targets right here, and I already posted these. One is going to be here at the 50-week. Two is going to be at this 82.7 to 84 on this macro golden pocket. And then for a ballistic squeeze and just fuck everybody, get out of here, stop shorting this shit, would be all the way up towards 87, 89. These are the targets. So yeah, those are going to be the targets right there. But for right now, I mean, we're looking good. I'm a little biased, right? I'm a little biased because I'm in a big short right now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we were sitting at a $1 million short. I'm just a little biased right now because you know, we're sitting at $22,000. What is this? What do we got? 11,400 plus 87.50. Yeah, we got 20 grand worth of profits already. So I'm a little biased, man. Drop this thing. Drop it to the floor. You know? Yep, we're still here, man. We're going on almost 2 hours on the live stream, guys. We broke it down hardcore, man, on that 50-week. Absolute straight alpha on the 50-week on how to trade it, reactions, how it's an excellent place to be taking the trades, right? Good reactions. It looks like the ass is going to fall out of it. I hope so. I hope they do, you know. I hope they do. I hope I see a big old red candle down in here, because if we see 77, I mean, you know, we see 77,000, man. I mean, we're actually going to end up locking in 32 grand. It'll be like a day just like yesterday. Yesterday we locked in 36K yesterday. I want to see this just dump, man. Dump it. That would be phenomenal. That would be great. Oh gosh, guys, I think what I'll end up doing is I'm going to end up holding this trade. Maybe I'll be live here in a bit. Maybe I'll be live here in a bit, and we could relook at the trades. But it's, I mean, man, look, we're doing good. Let's hang out for what? Let's hang out just a few more minutes. We're going on exactly 2 hours. I think we'll hang out for another 10 minutes and let's see what happens. We got about another hour and a half until the market closes. Let's see. Let's see what it brings us. What's in store. But for damn sure, paid XPO, I ain't longing this shit. You know, I would have longed it down here, but the problem was I was too busy taking profits on all the shorts. The XRP short. We smacked the XRP short. We shorted it from literally the top, man, and closed it here back down at support again. But I ain't longing it, man. I'm not yet. Not till we get back down into those levels. Just looks cleaner since we have such a good entry, just to zoom out like that on, then we can see it. You know, if we get a pretty good reaction, maybe I'll take a long on ETH, maybe something down here. This has been holding pretty well. You guys can see here, right? Something like this, ETH 24.26. I think 24.26. It's been holding all of this here, right? So I think we'll probably get a good reaction here, 24.26. If I limit it in, we put $1 million on the trade, put $1 million, 10x leverage, right? We'd have to get out at right around 24.25, you know, or 24.23. No, let's see, 24.20. Lose 2,500 bucks, but if we get the pop right back up to $2,500, just right back up here to 2,500, just a little pop up into here for a nice little scalp. That could be almost 30 G's right there. It could be a nice trade. That could be a nice trade setup if we get that plugged in, maybe. Right? That could be a good trade. Yeah, and if BTC drops, I'm just looking at the levels for the bounces. Do you see what I'm saying? Because I'm already inside of the BTC short. You know what I mean? We're already inside of the BTC short. And see, here's my problem, man. Like, if I added to this short right now, well, no, it'd be so rotten. Watch, this is why rotten, because here's the thing. I think there's BTC bounce zones while I still hold the short. Do you see what I'm saying? I have the short from the tippy top. But if we know that this comes down here or comes down here, we looked at the heat map, right? So if we come down here and we get the bounce, you know what I mean? Or if we come down here and get the bounce, I'm looking, I will still hold my short entry chingon. You know what I mean? It's a good short. But if I go here to the ETH and ETH comes down into this level here, you know what I'm saying? ETH comes down here, or let's just say, look at these two wicks right into here. All of this, we take it down here for just either we bounce here or we bounce here. I'm still going to hold my fat short because do you see what I'm saying? I'm looking to say, hey, where could I catch a bounce on any of these tokens? You know, if I took $1 million, like even on the bounce right here, 23.90. You know, we just say 23.90, we get the dip. This thing's going to be in serious profit. You know what I'm saying? Could I then go ahead and just put that, like I said, get that $1 million position popped in right there? Yeah, exactly. It would be like my hedge. It'd be like my hedge, right? But I'm not going to take, because I'm not inside of a, because I'm not inside of a hedge mode. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm not in a hedge mode, so I can't take a BTC hedge. I would have to take Ethereum, and because I'm already in the position, I can't. It won't let me switch to hedge mode. Do you see what I'm saying? So if I took that at 23.90, and let's just say from 23.90 we get a pop up to 24.30, even just 24.30, that's a 17K. You see what I'm saying? I don't know, Rotten. It could be. I don't know, Cotton. Bold move. It could be a bold move. Risky move. I don't know, Cotton. You know what I'm saying, though? Since I don't have hedge mode, you know what I'm saying, though, now, man. Since I don't have hedge mode activated right now, this will be up at 20, 30 grand in profits. You know, I take maybe a little bit more off of the table, and then I get this ETH long for the scalp, for the scalperoni. Do you see what I'm saying? And then I knock the shit out of this trade, too. So while still holding the tippy top of the Bitcoin short. Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it plays out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just thinking out loud. That's all, man. I'm just getting prepared. Because really, if this thing pops up here, dude, I want to close it. I'm just going to close out my 3-4 grand. Like, if this thing gets to, 80,000, 150, I don't know, 80,000, 150. Watch, 80,000, 150. I still make 3,600 bucks. I still lock in another 12K. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, Cotton. No stop loss, Cotton. It could be bold. Let's see what happens. Bold strategy. It's a bold strategy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So there you guys go. Those are my ideas, man. Those are my ideas for this shit, If you guys can, if everybody could just please like the stream, repost, I greatly appreciate it. Again, we broke down the 50-day SMA really, really well. Straight alpha, guys. How to trade it, why we take the trades, the works. We had some nice trades that we've already shown, right? But yeah, if you guys could, I'd really greatly appreciate it if everybody could just, there's over 200 people, 300 people watching. You remember Rotten Profits? Do you remember watching Dodgeball? Remember watching Dodgeball when he's like, he tells him he's going to be blindfolded and he's going to throw the ball and he goes, I don't know, Cotton, could be a bold move. Remember Dodge? It's off of Dodgeball anyways. But I'd greatly appreciate it if everybody just liked the stream, hit the repost, man. And, our algorithm's running hot right now for the Coliseum, guys. Really the post for USDT dominance, the Diddy Bitty Tango, USDT dominance to Bitcoin. We've been walking through it. Yesterday, we absolutely killed it on the stream with the videos. We streamed for 3 hours yesterday, and we also had the short. We had a whole bunch of XRP long scalps, just killing the trades, guys. Got stopped out for $4,000 on the first. Got stopped out for 4Gs right here. Got stopped out, but before that, we locked in the other $26,000. We've already locked in $8,900, which is today's profit, and we're still sitting on about another 10.3. Maybe thinking about a hedge. If we do get these drops, maybe I could take not an XRP, but yeah. You know what I mean? If we come down, I might take the hedge long here on Ethereum with a pretty good size, because I just know that if Bitcoin starts to get the bounce, I can plow in $1 million, $2 million position here on ETH and make a quick, beautiful scalp, 6 to 17K, something sick, man. So we're just going to manage our trades accordingly is the biggest thing right now. We're managing our original big trade accordingly. It is holding, it's holding, man. Resistance, breakout, retest. It's holding again. So let's see what ends up happening here. If we break down, I know this isn't, if we break down from here, this isn't holding. Our next level is going to have to be right here. All of these touches here, here, and here, and here, and here. So let's see what happens. Do we squeeze first or do we dump? So but yeah, great trading day so far, guys. Excellent trading day. So But I think I'm gonna cut it a stream, guys. I said I'm gonna be on for like another 10 minutes. You guys remember in the Coliseum, our strategy is scalping. 2 is our structures. 3 is our education and the time in the charts, right? 4, we have our discipline, and 5, we execute strictly based off of that. We don't change anything, guys. We're not here to call the price of Bitcoin, where it's going. We're not here to be a super bear. We're not here to be a super bull. We're here to find our levels. We're here to get a reaction, see if there is a reaction to those levels, and then it's time to execute and get a reaction, right? We want to watch what happens, and then we can do this. This is why I walked through why I'm in the short from the 50 week, why I locked in profit. We got an excellent reaction. Took good profit already. We locked into the $6,000 already on the XRP trades. We're still inside of the BNB long. We're still sitting inside of this BNB trade. It's still looking good as well. Here's BNB. It hasn't broken down just yet either. If we get all the way back up here, just to this level of 702.40 or 702.60 is where I had it. 702 or 702.20. 702.20. We make another 1,800 if this thing whips up here. So I'm going to be watching this trade as well. But the whole point, guys, yeah, we just do it the way we do it, man. We do it the way we do it, with great risk management. And then after we're in our trades, we just manage the risk, right? We manage it. We manage our trade accordingly. So with that being said, Cranksters, I love absolutely every single one of you guys. Thank you so much for joining me on X and on YouTube. If you're on X, please like, follow. Our algorithm is absolutely killing right now, guys. And so I do appreciate you. If you're over on YouTube, please like the stream, please, as well. Maybe I'll be live tonight. Hopefully we don't get stopped out on this, and we just ride these trades out. With that being said, Cranksters, everybody have an absolute wonderful evening.
Who are we? Cranksters! Where are we? The Coliseum! What do we do? Execute! Are you not entertained?